All right, we got 14 people. We're gonna give it another, we're at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Y'all hang tight. Let's give them another minute, and then I'm gonna go after it. We'll show you what I got going on. Up to 16. What's up, Brio? What's up, Addison? Let's give everybody about another 30 seconds. See if we can get some more people in here before I get to starting. Up to 26. I know the other night we was up to crazy numbers. It must have been some kind of glitch or something. It's like 13,000. That's crazy. 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 Trying to clean up a little bit. 19. How are you doing? What's up, Brio? I'm doing good. So, I'll give y'all a little. I told y'all yesterday I probably wouldn't go live today. And if I was going to go live, I would put it I'd go ahead and flag it so everybody would know. So around 12 o'clock today, I flagged it and said I was going live. I was looking for my chapstick. Must be in my truck. All right. Let's see where we're at. Man cave looks sick. What's up? Okay, so 3 got, what does that say? 3 go the goat. Okay, BB. All right. Vicent. I can't, VESCEI. Man, this is the shop garage. This is where I work. So, all right. We at 6 minutes. We're gonna go. All right, let me step out and we'll start over. Yo, what's up? This is Jeremy from JG Innovation Garage in the Peach capital of the state, baby. Ooh, I got it warm in here today. All right, so, all right, just stick around. You're fixing to see some cool stuff. Let me get this. Yeah, I'm about to show y'all something. All right, first of all, my iPhone, brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max, Platinum, 1 terabyte, whistles and bells. It crashed last night, and that's what I'm using right now. It crashed with an update. I had to go to Apple this morning, had to drive an hour away to Apple to get them to unlock my phone, and nevertheless, I'm back. All right, so while I was there, I swung by Harbor Freight, and I picked up this liquid transfer pump. Now I got a short reel video showing this. It takes 2 takes 2 D batteries, and I use this to transfer the old fuel out of the old tank into a gas can, then out of that gas can into the new tank. So let me just get right to it. Yesterday, this right here, liquid transfer pump, is so you can get fuel out of one thing into, it's like 14 bucks. Part number is 63847. Yep, fuel exchanger. Yep. It's like $14. If you're a club member, I think it's like 12. I'll go get it. Hold on, I'll show you. I got it outside. I drained it. So literally, this is it. All right, battery's going in. Takes 2. Oh, sorry about that. Takes 2 D batteries. Nipple goes down. Stick this into the tank. Stick this in where you want it to go. Don't put it in your mouth, it'll chip your teeth. But that's it. I mean, for 14 bucks, you can't beat it. I mean, if it works one time and it breaks, just throw it away. But that's what I used. So that's that. Yesterday, yesterday when I went live, I showed you, it says pumps over 6 quarts a minute. That's how fast it is right there. I didn't time it, but it says pumps over 6 quarts per minute. So it'll pump gas. Oh, it'll pump gas, water, oil, and non-corrosive liquids. Using garage, shop, yard, marine, basement. So I guess you could use it to pump water too. Yeah. Weighs 0.39 pounds, 24 inches in length, pumps up to 6 quarts. I mean, man, you could use it for all kinds of stuff, man. You could use it to empty your toilet if you had to fix your toilet. All right, so yesterday I had this battery tray for this 86, and I'm gonna show it to you. Yesterday I went live and got the new XS Power battery. New battery came in yesterday, right here, XS Power D1200. That battery came in. I put it in the tray. I didn't like the way. Now this tray is not for this truck. This truck's an 86 Silverado or square body Chevrolet. This tray is actually for 89 to 99 or 98 OBS. So I just modified it to fit this truck because I had it. So, I went live yesterday. So go watch the live. 109. 109 what? What do you mean 109? So I modified the bracket yesterday. You can go watch the live video from yesterday of me cutting the bracket and modifying it. I got the battery bolted in, and then today I made I made the lines. I soldered the ends, I crimped the ends, and I shrink wrapped the ends. So underneath the hood, I'm gonna show it to you. I just got something temporarily, so let's just get to it and I'll show you. Did it cost? Oh, 14 bucks. It's $14. If you're not a club member, it's like $14. And then I got a pack. I got 6 batteries for $6. So the batteries was $1 a piece. So 15, 20, 22 bucks if you're not a member. Hello. It's about cars and trucks and all kinds of stuff, man. All right, so I'm gonna show you right here. So, oh, let me get my fingerprints. Hold on, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. All right, so here's the truck. Now, if you're new to the channel, I put these here to hook up a battery charger to the battery. And you can see right there, the battery's charging and it's on cold AGM, right? So that's that. So I got that. I'll get up underneath the truck and I'll show you the battery. And don't freak out because, hold on, where are you now? Okay, dude, I'm in my shop. That's where I'm at. All right, so here's the battery. Here's where I modified the bracket. This, let me get up underneath there so I can show you. So this part of the bracket was over the terminal ends. Now, if it was in a truck under the hood like it's supposed to go, then the battery would set in a tray and then you could do all that and then you could put the tray over it. But like I said, I modified it. I cut it and then I lowered this down and then I welded that. I'll paint all this once it's done. So, and so I made, let's see. Let me see if I can get under here so I can show y'all. So I made this ground wire, made it go from here to here, and I grounded it to the chassis. I soldered the brass connectors to the end, then I crimped them, and then I shrink wrapped them or put heat shrink on them. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I can, there we go. So I done that. This wire right here is the wire that goes to the terminal up there. Now I'll clean all this up. Now this is the hot side to the battery charger going up there. These two wires are the wires going to the air compressors in the bed. Now those have covers, so don't be freaking out. I'll cover those once I get done. This is a black lead. Now I know black is usually ground, but in new vehicles, they're both the same, positive and a negative. They just have them labeled. Well, this is 2-aught. This is a 2-aught grounding lead for welding. So they sell it by the foot up here at the store. So I got 10 foot of number 2 gauge, which is true 2 gauge copper ground lead for a welder. And I put an end on it. I soldered it, I crimped it, and then I shrink wrapped it so it's not going nowhere. This piece right here is 10 foot long. It goes all the way up to the starter. This stuff was $7 a foot, and I got 10 foot. So it was like $70 and some change, right? So that goes to that, all right? So this is grounded to the chassis. This goes to the battery charger over here to the terminals. This goes to the starter so the truck can crank. This goes to the battery terminal out there so I can charge the battery and not lay on the ground. These two wires go to those two fuse blocks, which goes to the 485C Vi-Air compressors that are in the bed. Now, that's that. Now, I will clean up all this wire loom, everything, once everything's good to go, okay? So don't be freaking out because I got some wires that's hanging down. All right, now let me crawl my big donkey tail out from underneath here. All right, so, and then this is the positive lead, and then it has an end that goes on it, and then there's the negative lead. Now I'm gonna change this, and I'm gonna put a cover at the back, and I'm gonna put a Schrader valve and an air disconnect where I say if my airbag, say if the compressors go bad or whatever, I can't get air, I can hook up an air line to this and then charge the system and pump the airbags up. On this side here, I'm gonna put a hose bib on this side, or put an air chuck on this side. I'm gonna put the female side on this side, have a male side on this side. I can chuck in there and I can put air in the tires, whatever I need to do on that side, all right? So let's go up underneath the hood. Again, this is a working process, so don't be freaking out. I'm gonna clean it up. So this is the original battery terminal for the original battery. This is the original ground for the battery. Now, I had a positive T-post lug, so this wire here, like I said, I'm gonna clean all this up. I just wanted to make sure everything works, make it nice and neat and clean it up. This lug is bolted to the chassis, which is insulated, and then this actually runs to the starter, okay? And then this number 2 gauge right here is the 10-foot lead that I purchased at $7 a foot. I shrink wrapped it, or I soldered it, I crimped it, and I wired it, right? What's up, Ray? So this is my hot lead, all right? This is the ground that was originally on the battery. So this frame was already threaded here, so I just put that there. Again, I'll clean all this up. I'll probably shorten this lead because I don't need it that long anymore, because originally it was right here. But since we put these slosh tubs in, we lost the battery tray and we lost the air conditioner. So that's that, all right? The other day you seen that I took the radiator shroud off. It's over there. We took it off and we debating on whether to modify that fan to fit this radiator or just buy a whole new radiator. I don't know what he's going to do right yet, but nevertheless, that's that. All right. That, let's see, I think it's the one on the right, is the relay for the fuel pump. Well, the original fuel pump was inside the gas tank. Well, it doesn't have the stock gas tanks on it no more because it wouldn't lay out. It wouldn't lay out on the pinch welds when it lays all the way down. So the gas tanks would hang down low. So we removed the gas tanks, and I had to do some modification a while ago. Also, these are not what I'm using. I'm using those Banks hose clamps that are heat shrink. I'll show you what they look like. They are like this right there. They're heat shrink clamps. So that's what I'm using. They just didn't get here in time. So for the time being, I put a hose clamp on it. It's good enough, right? So I went to the hardware and they had a 3/8 brass female to a male 3/8 barb. So I picked up that brass fitting to screw on this A&N fitting. So this is the charge line for the fuel. This is the return. I capped it off because we don't need the overflow or if it rolls over to keep it from venting out, right? So that's that. I still have to find, and I had to cut this tube because this fitting wouldn't fit. The other fitting would fit, but this one wouldn't. So what I'll do is I'll clean this up and cut all that out. So again, here's the two compressors. This is just mocked up for now. All this stuff will get took out, and then sheet metal I get put down in the bed, and just the 3/4 plywood is just for mock-up purposes because it's easier to work with the plywood and then make the sheet metal parts and then put them on last. I'm going to clean up all these wires with wire loom. So there is the fuel pump. All right, this truck originally is fuel injected and it had the fuel pumps in the tank. Well, since this thing is TBI, I needed a fuel pump that would accommodate 14.5 PSI. So that is a Carter 95001 fuel pump. I got that off of eBay, or got that off of Amazon for like 60 some bucks is what he paid for it. I got that wired up into the factory harness. So when the key comes on, the factory wire, the gray wire that activates the fuel pump that would normally be in the gas tank of an 86 Silverado pickup truck, I just use that wire to activate that pump and ground it. Sorry, hold on a second. And then we'll go from there. So that's that. So now, when you turn the key on, I got power. Fuel pump comes on, compressors come on, relays come on. I'm gonna wait till that cuts off. Cussing. All right. So once this thing hits 175 PSI, the sensor tells it to cut off. It deactivates the relays deactivate that. So, and they're not that hot to touch, right? What's the compressors for? This thing's got full air ride. I hear a leak, but I'll fix it. So the fuel pump's work. Oh, that's the fuel pump running. So now watch. Ooh. Yeah, well, it ain't got no exhaust on it. It's just straight pipe. I mean, it needs new belts. The belts, um, I mean, this thing's got 68,000 original miles on it, so it's been setting. So it needs new belts. That's the belts that's squeaking. I rebuilt the throttle body, new sensors, um, new plugs, new wires, stuff like that. So it's just straight exhaust. There's no mufflers, there's no Cadillac converters, there's no nothing. So that's why it's so loud. But all the air ride works. So it won't do nothing because it's sitting on jack stands. But you can see here's the controller. So the airbags, if you go up, down, 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 up, up. So that's that. I still can't get this thing to work right. And if it don't act right, AVS said they would replace it. It's brand new. It's their new design. So that's that. So these airlines are just temporarily. These are the ones that goes to the bags. This is what goes to the bags. I done this so I could pump the truck up and move it, but all the airlines to the truck going to the bags will all be these stainless steel braided lines. So the air lines that's going from the AVS controller will be stainless steel braided lines to each bag. It will not be that plastic DOT crap. It won't be this. This is just for mock-up. She needs a tune-up. Oh, no, man. I'm going to show you why she's loud. Look. She's straight, man. She's straight. The exhaust has got to come off anyway. Exhaust has got to come off. But when it had the stock muffler and all that stuff on, you couldn't even hear it run. It was quiet. So that's that. We're up to 106. So that's that. The battery's done. All that's done. I want to show you this right here. So when I first initially cranked this up, oh yeah, so I got to raise the exhaust up 2 inches so it will clear the bottom. Because right now, if it was, okay, so right now if the truck was off of the jack stands and on the floor, it lays all the way on the pinch wheels. But what holds it up is the exhaust. The exhaust is hanging down 2.5 inches below the frame rail. So to get the truck to lay all the way down to touch the pinch wheels, the exhaust has to be removed. I've already removed the cross member, put a raised up cross member, did 3-inch drop pockets in the front, 3-inch drop spindles, 3-inch drop pockets in the A-arms, and full air ride. So when it pancakes all the way out, it lays on the pinch wheels. So that's that. They're 20x8s on the front, 22x12s on the back, running 3 15s on the back, running 2 35s on the front. Right now, when the truck lays all the way out on the pinch wheel, that front air dam spoiler lays on the ground. But the exhaust is holding it up, so I'm afraid when we remove the exhaust, it's going to pinch that front spoiler. And if it does, I'll just take it off and trim it and whatever. He's thinking about putting some LED lights in that front bumper, this piece here, like we put in the 68. See, the 68 has LED turn signals and this air pocket in that. So just a few little things, but now it's back running. It's got fuel, it's running. I'm not really worried about the exhaust. I'm gonna crawl up underneath there and I'm gonna wire loom everything like I did in the 68. See how I wire loomed everything and cleaned everything up. Everything's nice and wire loomed. I'll do all that to this once all the wires are wire loomed and cleaned up and secured and all that stuff to the truck. Then I'll take it off the jack stands and I'll probably trim the exhaust up a little bit further and then probably secure it up with some cables so it's just not hanging and driving down. And then I will pump the truck up, get it on the ground, clean everything up, and then pull it out of the shop. But to get it out of the shop, I got to move all my work tables in front of the door. But that's that. The second thing is once I do that, I have to cut the hole, that square box. What's up, AD18? I got to cut that hole. That is the port for the 4th order speaker box that's going in the bed with 4 15s. That's the port. And then the speaker box is going to be right here, and it'll be 4 15s, JBL. I'm going to say JBL, but 4 15s ported through this into that, and then it'll be a custom flatbed, lights and bells and whistles, and acrylic top, glass top, and all this stuff. So when it's all said and done, from right here all the way back, it'll be completely flat. So when you walk up to the truck, it'll be a flat bed. You'll look into the picture window, you'll see the stereo and the amps and all the mechanical stuff. There'll be speakers in the middle, in the box, ported out. There'll be a box here with all this stuff in it, with a picture window there, and also a picture window when you drop the tailgate, you can see all the air ride. So that's that. All right, now on the 68 C10, I got a plan together, and this is what I'm going to do. I've ordered 2 90s, 2 45s, 2 22.5s, and 1 4-foot stick of an aluminum air ride or air raid cold air intake tubing, aluminum. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come off of this 105 millimeter intake throttle body. I'm going to do a 90. After I do that 90, I'm going to go down, straight down. Then I'm going to trim this just a little bit so the other 90 can go through there. I'm going to build a true cold air intake box right here behind this. And then this will be in a box, an aluminum box. I'm going to move so y'all stay tuned for that. I'm going to remove the horns out of the way, and I'm going to build a true fresh air box right here. And then I'm going to put a stainless steel mesh in the front of this. So all the fresh air is going to go through this hole, and I'm going to order some different air filters. I'm going to try to go on K&N's website and see if I can find an air filter that's rectangular to kind of take up a little bit of this space right here. And then I'm going to build an aluminum box out of 1/8-inch aluminum where it'll be fully serviceable from the bottom, but have it where when you're going down the road, all the fresh air will go through this duct into the K&N air filter. Woo, about made a mistake. Through the cold air intake, up through the 4-inch tube, straight into. So if you look at it, it will be like, in theory, if I was to draw it, let me see if I can find something to write with. So if you're looking at it, it's going to be something like this. You know, it'll kind of turn down. You know, and then it's going to come underneath the radiator, and then it's going to have some type of K&N air filter on the end. And then the bumper, you know, the bumper will be here and the air will come through, and then it'll be an air box. So all the air will go through the bumper into the cold air intake box, or into the cold air intake box with a filter, up through, and then right into the engine. That's the plan. That is the plan. And by doing that, let me turn this around. So by doing that, I'm gonna get this truck out of the way. I'm gonna move my welding table out here. I'm gonna move it where this truck's at. I'm gonna clean up, get my Dynasty 280 TIG welder out, get it over here, and then start mocking all this up. What about a turbo? This thing already makes 1,000 horsepower, 998. It made 975 horsepower to the flywheel on motor, or excuse me, engine. Motor's electric, on engine. It made like 968, 970 on the engine to the flywheel. So the intake valves are 2.5. It's all custom built, all billet. all, shit and get out of the way. And, well, I'm going to be honest with you, Lou Skywalker. He is talking about putting either a Pro Charger on it, a Whipple Charger, or twin turbos. And I said, man, let's finish what we got first, and then we'll go from there. So, and look, save the skinny pedal, 5-speed. So, dry shaft is PST. It's rated at 2,000 horsepower. The weakest link would be the tires. So if you ever put sticky tires on it, then it would break the next weakest link, which I have no idea because it's 33 spline axles from Moser. It's a PST dry shaft. It is a upgraded American powertrain, 5-speed with all the whistles and the bells, the shatter shield, the best clutch you could buy, and then the engine is based off of a 6.0 block, but everything in it's billet. The heads were a block of aluminum. They machined, it's dirty from sitting in here, but it's supposed to be the cat's moyow. So that's that. But I appreciate every single one of you. I do have some ideas on my table. So I'm waiting on this expanded metal so I can finish my rollout cart, my tool cart. Well, let me unlock this thing. Hold on one time. You gotta do it with 2 hands. So I got this unlocked. So I got some 1-inch tubing coming. I'm gonna cut this loose, put another piece of 1-inch tubing. I'm gonna put expanding metal in the middle so I can hang parts. I'm gonna put more expanding metal on the bottom, and then I'm gonna build some type of holding mechanism, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and I'm gonna build a hinge system that hinges to this pole that has an arm that is gonna be tucked up underneath this ledge when I don't need it. And then when I need it, I'm gonna pull a pin, swing this arm out to here, lock it, and then it's gonna have a 2-inch Reese hitch tube in here. And then the tools that I'm gonna have here, like the grinder, the belt sander, the polisher, the vise, and all that stuff, I can pick it up and drop it into here. I can use it, and then when I don't need it, pick it back up, stick it on this storage tray, pull the pin, and swing the arm back. So I don't lose none of my table. Because if I line tools up on that side, I'm gonna lose my table. This table is 5 foot wide, 10 foot long, and I've lost 14 inches on this side here. So I don't wanna lose no more of the table. So I've lost a foot. So basically my table is 5 by 9, and I don't wanna lose no more. So that's that. So that's about all I got, boys and girls. I appreciate everybody who was here. There's 184. Look, there's 184 people watching. 184 of you. Hit that subscribe button. Help old J-Dog out. Help me out. Help me get them numbers up. There's 184 people on here. And I know YouTube is saturated with content, and it's probably going to get more flooded when TikTok gets banned, if it gets banned. But I appreciate it. I really do. I'm a one-shop owner. I'm a one-man show, just old country bumpkin from the sticks. I got a lot of history, a lot of background. I've done a lot of cool stuff. I've been fortunate to work with some really cool people. I've been pushing my channel, trying to do a little bit more, try to help people out. On Facebook, I got like 12,000 subscribers on Facebook. I did a lot of tech videos on Facebook, but I don't have no way to transfer them over to YouTube. So I would greatly appreciate, there's 189 people watching right now. If 189 people went over there and hit that subscribe button, that would push me up, my subscribe numbers up, and it will push me in a different algorithm so more people could see my channel. Man, we talk about everything, man. We talk about camping, we talk about cooking, we talk about gardening, we talk about fishing, we talk about duck hunting, we talk about life. We talk about, you know, treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't be an asshole if you have to be. Just down to earth, just down to earth. Once I get everything straightened out with the box truck, I got some stuff I gotta get straightened out. Once I get that straightened out with the chassis, I'm gonna start building the chassis for that. It's getting a 302 out of a 94 Mustang GT that I've already built. Well, I had the engine built. I just assembled it. Right there it is. Then some of the chassis parts are over here. There's the front A-arms, cross member, the brackets, some hoops. So this truck right here, it's getting a 302 with an automatic overdrive, 9-inch rear end. It's gonna be low, slow. I don't know about slow, but it's gonna be low and nasty. So, John Collins. John, I appreciate it. Yeah, old Bill on a budget. Old Bill called me today. I hope I found him a fan for his Big Bertha. He's looking for a fan blade. So that's it. I got some other stuff outside underneath the canopy. I got some big wheel bagger stuff coming. If you're into motorcycles and airbrushing and stuff, I got some of that stuff coming. So got a little bit of everything. Let me show you the dash, the ones that's just got here. Right there. Will it say free candy on the side? I need me a bagger. So that's that. Actually, no, it's gonna say Pops Bait and Tackle on that, but I have a 1987 C20 short van, Chevrolet van, the short wheelbase, the tiny one. I have it outside. It has a 4.3 V6 in it too. It needs a starter. So thinking about, drop spindles, coilovers, some wire wheels, painting it up, putting some graphics on it. Heck, we might even do a waffle. And we might even get it to a certain point and start these. And I don't know if I can say that word, but it takes these. But also going down to Baby Legs Barker, Keith Barker, pick up some big wheel bagger parts next Saturday, bring them back here to the shop, get them ready to paint, stuff like that. So me and another guy came up with the name. Yeah. Oh, okay. So okay, got you. So you're the guy that helped him get the name Big Bertha. So I appreciate every one of you. Today's my oldest son's birthday. He turned 20. So 20 years ago, I changed everything when he was born and focused my life on my kids. So I appreciate every single one of you. When I truly say I appreciate every single one of you, I truly appreciate every single one of you. I really do. I really, truly do. So, so I appreciate you. Remember what I said, boys and girls. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. It don't cost a dime. And remember what I said, boys and girls. Don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep up off your own front porch. I appreciate it. I'll let him know. I appreciate you. Remember what I said, boys and girls. Don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, some chicken grease. I'm out.